Check, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. I'm sorry, the stream is a little bit delayed. Um, Super quiet. Alright, hang on. How's that? That's better? Perfect. Alright, welcome to Spring Training Day 2. Sorry the stream's a little bit delayed. I was having some issues with my desktop. I came home from vacation and it was running super slow. So I had to deal with that for like an hour. So that was fun. But that's fixed, and as I said, we are back with Spring Training Day 2. As always, I am your host. It's Tim G, welcoming you to the lead up to a brand new season. You'll see up in the top right that is today's schedule. Pretty super easy schedule. It's literally just 2 games for majors and minors rotating along with a quick sim. So it should be nice and easy. We are going to finish today. I'm going to move on to April 4th. It is an off day for both majors and the minors. And we're going to begin with our very first stream game of the day, which will be Buffalo at Toronto. And for those of you who did not catch Hummus's stream on Wednesday, starting on Tuesday for day 1 of the regular season, we're going to be changing up our streams a little bit. We are going to be doing more of a radio style broadcast, so just 2 co-hosts, which for most people one co-host will be doing one game. That won't be. I'm not saying the other rotates. So there'll be no more switching, and we also going to be trying some new things as well. So whoever's streaming day 2 right now, or I'm sorry, day 1 on Tuesday, will let you guys know more about that. Alright, well, I've been talking far too long. Let's get this on the road with the here in spring 8-3 Toronto versus the 6-5 Surge. Toronto off to a very good start this spring. We'll see if they can keep that up in the regular season. As you can see, it's a wash. Apparently, the sim is a little bit biased in favor of the Surge. I don't think I've ever seen a game where it's just one team just straight down. Never seen that before. Yeah. Alright, with that, we'll begin with Rental Trade going up against Scott McNeely, the DH for the Pathfinders. First pitch is going to be 69 degrees, kind of cloudy out. And we're going to begin with a walk for Buckshank. Carrie Kelly. Then Dimply Splorger. That's going to be a K for Avada Kedavra. 2 away. Tomlin draws a walk and the bases are loaded. 3 walks already for Winolito. And that'll retire the side. 3 runners, all on walks, but no score. Scotty McNeely, that's gonna be strikeout swinging on a forkball down in the zone. Ethan Shadow, and that's gonna be a Peter Dawson the third, the power hitting first baseman, will line out to center right to retire the side. We go to the top of the second inning with Manny Alou, traded from Toronto last season down to the Surge. It was a mid-season trade as he gets into second base with a two-bagger. And a long pop fly for Bobrist. Had a good season in the minors last time around. We'll see if he can continue at the majors, as Thriller will be the second out of the inning. And then Buckshank will be the final out of the top of the second inning. Goran M's up next. A Hall of Fame candidate. Batting 162 with 340 and 773 OBS, as he's going to be the first out of this inning. Bambino, recently traded from the Surge. It's going to be flyout. Nolan Windsor Jr. is going to get one. That's going to drop in for a base hit. We have 1 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the second inning. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for Webb. Webb this spring, batting 350. Hang on, my game props. There we go. And Kerry Kelly, the power hitting with Cap Power DH, will go down on circle chains. One of the most deceptive pitches in PvE, just drops out of the zone at the very last second. As Splorger, the DH, is going to be out. And then Cadabra, the Killing Curse, will be your final out. Rodrigo Wallach, the catcher for the Pathfinders, batting 205, is going to be your first out. Sidney Hughes, bit of a rough start to this spring, is not doing too good. We're just batting well below the Mendoza line at 146. McNeely, for his third time today, second time today, will go down. Chase a cutter out of the zone. That's going to be 3 up, 3 down for Toronto. Tomlin, in the very first inning, got a walk. That's going to be your first out. It's me, Mio. Center fielder will be out. Manny Alou will be your last out. Ethan Shadow, batting below the Mendoza line, that's going to be out. Peter Dawson the third, 647 OBS, 6 Ks now for toll trade. Goran M's. And that's the inning. Go to the top of the fifth, still tied, 0-0. As Bobrist, the right fielder, off to a good start this spring, batting 222 with 239 OBP, 617 OPS. Filler is going to be swing and a miss. Did not like the call. Buckshank, 463 double play. Only 1 hit this inning for the Surge as we go to the bottom of the fifth with Bambino, the power hitting right fielder, as that's going to be a long fly out. Nolan Windsor Jr. out number 2. Austin Webb goes down. Oof. 1, 2, 3 innings. So a lot of 1, 2, 3 innings for for each team. As that's gonna be out number 1. Splorger can be the second victim here for Nathaniel Foote. And that's the third and final out here in the 6th inning, as we are still tied at 0-0 as Wallach Sydney Hughes hits one down the line. That's going to be Toronto's second hit of the ball game. That's going to be a single. Scott McNeely, third K as he will pull off the hat trick. Shadow hits one, but caught at the wall. One runner left on as Toronto almost came out up in front. We go to the top of the seventh inning. Tomlin gonna be the first out of this inning. It's a Mio. Out to Manny Alou. He's gonna drop one in there for a bloop single. That's a hit they typically get a little bit sheepish about, but a hit is a hit. And Shadow will call off the left fielder for the out. Dawson hitless as that's going to be yet another K. Goran M's as that one's over the center fielder's head. He's going for two and he's safe. Toronto with a big opportunity here for Bambino, the power hitter. As that's going to pop up into foul territory. 2 away. Nolan Windsor Jr. hits one, but caught. That's going to be a line out as this shutout will continue. We go to the top of the 8th. Thriller up next. It's going to be out there. Razzmatazz Buckshank batting with 837 OBS as he is out on the unassisted play. Kerry Kelly. Fielder goes back and he gloves it. Bottom of the 8th we go. Still no score as Webb gets a harsh line out. That'll be out number 2 for the Pathfinders as Sydney Hughes hoping to deliver here. Gets a double. He's going for 3. Round in the corner to third and he's safe. The go-ahead run at third. 2 away. As that's going to be a diving play. So Toronto gets the man on third but can't bring him home. Top of the 9th inning. Splorger leading us off. That one's weak contact. Easy out there. Avada Kedavra will go, will take first on a walk from Park. As that's going to be in there. Park in some trouble early on. As that might score a run. He goes for the plate. Safe! Buffalo breaks this game. This tie as it's 1-0 surge with only 1 away. That's going to make it 2-0. No runner stays at third. Bases are loaded for Bo Britz, who is a good hitter. As that's going to be 2 more runs scored. Park will be taken out as a miss gets a balk. So Bo Britz takes second. As that's going to be out number 2. But it's 4 runs across this half of the inning. As Buckshank will be out. Toronto needing something to care, needing an absolute miracle, as they need 4 runs, and that's not going to do it. That looked to be outside, or not looked to be a ball, I should say. And that one is gone! A home run and a long fly ball, as that one was 436 feet. Toronto, as that one's over. No, he caught it. That's over the 70%. But so Toronto is gonna lose this one 4-1, as Park just could not get his control there, having some control issues in the late goings. Rental trade player of the game. Park will take the loss. That being said, we'll go into the Briefly, just the box scores on Vandals are going to win 10-2 in a slugfest against the Crabs. San Antonio Sloths are going to slug their way to a win 4-1 with a home run from Whippington Jr. The Boise Raptors were going to almost double the Voyagers' score, 15-8. With, let's see, 6 home runs, 5 for Boise, 1 for New York. The Apex are going to win 9-3 with home runs from Worsbrook and Johnson III. Lunar Base 6-4 in a close victory as Otani will take the loss. The Toros will win 5-2 as they continue their dominance here in the spring, 10-2. And the Rougarous will win 5-2 against the Stars. Down to the minor leagues real quick. The Fire Hawks will beat the Kingpins 4-2. The Bears are going to shut out the Ranas and slug their way to a win 8-0. The Mingos are going to win against the Swift Seeds 5-3. The Hepcats are going to win 7-3 against the Lemurs, and the Dillos are going to win 7-2 with 2 home runs, both from Amarillo, from Love, and Goldberg. And that is our first stream game here on Spring Training Day 2. As we go to our next game, which is going to be State College at Chicago. So it's gonna be a battle of the GMs as I GM the Swift Steeds and Webby GMs the Kingpins. So that's gonna be very interesting to see who comes out on top. Manage game. Actually, let me cancel that and just save it real quick. Okay, save. Now we can manage the game. Pretty even, actually, for the head-to-heads. The Swift Kingpins have the advantage when it comes to pitching. But other than that, seems to be pretty even. We'll begin with Nicholas Huezenega going up against the center fielder Diego Ramirez. .71 degrees here at first pitch, as that's going to be a splitter for the K. Anais Blair recently moved over to catcher in spring training. It's going to be your second out. Dogwood, or DW Dog Maple, as that's going to be out. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first inning as Harper is going to be safe on an error. That's going to be charged to Dogwood, or DW, I should say. And so no relay, though they could have had 2 there. And that's going to be safe from Dent. Dylan Penley. And that's going to be the final out. Kota Mizushima has been with the Swifties for a little bit now. Cassie Agrabah was a recent, I think, second round pick a couple of drafts ago. Chris Gaines, a new draft pick for State College, already proving his worth as he is 217 with 519 OBS. Romain Galther, a waiver claim, is going to drive in a run. That's gonna make it 1-0 State College. Duckley Jr. will be the second out. Then Avery Acres, another waiver claim for State College, is going to draw a walk. With the bases loaded, that's going to be a strikeout for Ramirez. As we go to the bottom second inning, State College picks up a run on the RBI from Gothard. It's going to be an out for Tejada. Anderson will gonna strike out as Ramirez gets him on a pitch to be down. And Ramirez will walk Gray Traveler. Gumby Phillips up next. The third baseman bobbles it. Agrippa couldn't get a good grip on that one, as that's gonna be extra bases. As the right fielder hangs onto the ball, doesn't throw it at all. It was a weird animation there. 2-1 Chicago on that 2-run triple. And that'll be out number 3. So a 2-run triple will make it 2-1 Chicago. Nice Blair comes up next, and that's going to be a walk. Ball 4. DW Dog Maple, a recent first round pick a couple of drafts ago for Toronto, or not for Toronto, for State College. And that's going to be safe. RBI single for Dog Maple, as Kota Mizushima batting 208 will come up next. That's going to be a single. There's a first and second, nobody out. That's going to be a passed ball. Huizenega having some control issues here in only the third inning, as he's already at 55 pitches. As Agrippa will strike out. Oh, hit by pitch. Not something you want to see. And then Romaine Gothard, as they get the out at home, and then at first. So 1-2-3 double play. That's actually pretty uncommon. And that's going to be out for Dent. Penley up next. 0-1. And that's going to be infield single. Bryce Tyrone Johnson. They get the out at second on the fielder's choice. Tejada. Almost 700 OPS will be the final out. So 1 left on, but no runs and no errors. As Duckley Jr. hits one, but caught. Avery Acres is going to be out number 2. Ramirez, he's 0-2 for today. Make that 0-3. Not having a good spring, as Anderson will ground out to third. 1 away. Grayo Traveler out number 2. Agrippa making the throw. Phillips will draw walks. The second for Ramirez today, and that's going to be swing and a miss. Still tied at 2, going to the top of the 5th inning. And Midas Blair. Dog Maple with an RBI single earlier will fly out to center left. Mizushima will hit a single up the middle, make him 2 for 3 on the day. Mizushima steals second. Not sure what he was thinking there. Not really a steal situation, as Summers will ground out. Arthur Dent, the left fielder, is going to be on. Make him 2 for 3 for today. Penley goes down on strikes. He's now 1 for 3. As Marcus will come up from the bench. as he will fly out, so only one hit. Agrippa is 1 for 2 with strikeout and a single, as that's going to be a leadoff hit. Oh, the second baseman bobbles it. That's going to be air charge to Tejada, as Romain got there, as he already had a RBI earlier. That's going to be a stolen base for Agrippa, as that's going to be a strikeout there. Oh, and a box. So the runner will score from third at 3 to second box on this stream. That's going to be down the corner. That's going to be an RBI double for Prestuckley Jr. Avery Akers hits one up the middle. Such a high percentage count, but that's going to be an out for Duckley, as he is tagged out at the plate. Akers will steal second base. Ramirez hits one down the line into right field, and he's going to be safe. 3 runs already as they're looking for more. It's 5-2. Blair will hit one to the left fielder, as 3 runs come across the score this inning, making it 5-2 State College. T2 will come in relief, trying to keep the score right where it's at here in the 6th inning, as that's going to be a strikeout. Anderson, bit of a high throw, but caught. And the pitcher will cover the bag for the final out of the 6th inning. Go to the top of the 7th now, as Skumakun will come in. Moody will go down on a fly out. Museum will go down on strikes. And that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning, as the play is made at first to retire State College. Time for the 7th inning stretch now. PB, I can barely remember what I had for breakfast most mornings. Don't judge me. As Showfeed comes in and retires aside. What is with that face? Okay. Perez will come in, face Gaines, as Gaines rips one into center field. Romain got there, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Yeah. And Duckley Jr. will go down on strikes. Got caught trying to go for home last time around. And Akers be the final out. Still 5-2. Still 5-2 Swift Seeds, as Nero Mantics will come in here in the 8th. This will be out number 1. And a line out there. Duckley calls off the center fielder, as Marcus will be on with a single. Tejada will draw a walk, so Marcus will go to second. And that's going to be strikeout. Leroy Jenkins comes up and gets the first out of the inning. A long fly out there. Gator and Moody. Cog looking did not like that call, as it's going to be 5-2 succeeds Chicago. Needs 3 runs to tie it, 4 to walk it off, as that's not going to do it. That's going to be your first out. D. Benedetto. Alright, Chicago down to their final out, and that's going to extend the inning for Harper, as Chicago looking to try to rally here. But that's not going to do a diving catch from Agrippa. It's 5-2, your final score, as the Kingpins go down to the Swift Steeds. 5-2. Alright, the Firehawks are going to win 7-1 in a slugfest against the Ranas. The Hepcats will win 3-2 in a pitcher's duel. A home run from 4. Louisville is going to win 5-1 against the Bears, and the Dillos are going to win 4-1 against the Florida Flamingos. Over to the majors now. The Voyagers will win against the Crabs 11-10 in a close one. Pitchers duel over in Toronto as the Sloths will come up victorious 1-0. Raptors are going to beat the Aviators 4-2 as they move to 6-7 this spring. Vandals 6-0 shutout win with home runs from Berger, Strange, and Rishkesh. The Toros will win in a close one 11-9 as those 5 runs in the 5th really helped them out. 4-3 win for Death Valley. The Stars 8-1 win against the Apex, and the Space Rangers 7-5 victory against the Sea Serpents. War Smoke the home run for Seattle. Going to save now. It's going to be a quick sim day. Going to be a short stream today due to only having 4 games, but I'm okay with that. Just going to save real quick. Autoplay all games today. As the Vandals will win 10-4 against the Sloths. 9-5 win for the Surge. 6-3 win for the Raptors. Bakugo will give up 2 in a loss against the Aviators. Death Valley Scorpions will be shut out. Will win a 6-0 shutout against the Sea Serpents. 3-2 win for the Apex. Detroit 5-4 close win against the hot-hitting Toros. Space Rangers 2-1 win over the Stars. Go down to the minors next. The Bot Runners are going to beat the Swiftsies 9-3. There you go, Webby. We beat you last time, and we lose to a bot team. Firehawks will beat the Bears 11-4 in a slugfest with home runs from Bump and Cyril, Harris, and Willerman Jr. The Dillos will win 4-2 against the Kingpins. Hepcats 6-4 win against Florida, and Louisville will win 5-1 against Anchorage. Go on to our next game, which is going to be Detroit versus New Orleans. Looking pretty favorable here to the Rougarous. The advantage for pitching, so that's always helpful. But we've seen teams that have advantage before pitching and then they lose. So we'll have to see how it goes. We're gonna start this one off with Serpo going against Cove, as that's gonna be a double. I thought that was going to be out of here. He goes for 3. He's going for a plate. And inside the park, home run. Wow. That's not something you... as catcher scutters can be the first out on a strike three call. And that's going to be a diving catch. Alpha Nerd is going to be in with a single. That's going to be a base hit. Leonidas Ruiz can't hold up. Tried to check swing but could not. And Detroit's up 1-0 on that inside the park home run. Alright, leading off for Detroit is for New Orleans. It's going to be Steel Flex. That's going to be a single. Dazing guy as Steel Flex goes for second and he's safe. Way late. Nice jump there. As Guile is going to be called out on strikes. Alaskan Bullworm. It's one into the gap. That's going to be a double as Steel Flex ties this one up at 1 apiece. Ashley Joanna Williams will be out number 2. And Mills will be your final out of the first inning. Go to the top of the second with Danger Dollarson leading us off with a lead-off double as he's safely in there. Holden Jan, the shortstop, is going to be your first out this inning. Revan Shan, totally not Darth Revan, is going to be out, number 2. And Lou Williams will be your final out. Philip Alou, no relation to Manny Alou, batting .874 with a .291 batting average and .310 OBP. Will be safe. That's going to be an out for Rice and the third. Hulk Savage up to dish as Alou steals second base with ease. It's going to be your second out. AJ Boucher recently called up from the Bears. It's going to be your final out of the second. 1-1 Demon Bruggerus. Sir Poe. It's going to be out number 1. Catcher Scudder. A single as he wisely heads back to first. Slamus batting .993 OPS. Second out. And Alpha Nerd is going to go down looking. Did not like that call. 3 Ks for Cove. As that's going to be out for Steel Flex. Guy with a single, make him 1 for 2 for today. Bullworm 1 for 1 with an RBI earlier. Oof. Guile tried going for 3, but way easily out. Number 2. And that's going to be your last out of the third inning. Leonidas Ruiz is going to hit one off the wall. A little bit more pop, and that one flies out of here. Dollarson going to hit an RBI double. As that's going to bring home Ruiz. 2-1 Detroit. And that's going to be a nice double play. And a double there. Second double of this inning as Shan now goes 1 for 2 on the day. It's actually going to be a triple. And that one is hard. Deep. See you later. That one is out. That one was smoked. Poe up the next, grounded out last time, as that's going to be a double for Poe. Catcher Scudder, the power hitting catcher with an awesome arm, is going to hit a home run again. Second home run this inning, and it's 5 runs now for Detroit. 5 runs scored this inning for Detroit. As Cove's still in the pitch. And that's going to be the end of the fourth. But 5 runs comes across, score on 2 home runs. Jordan Williams will draw a walk. Pitcher will throw the first safe. Infield hit. Lou is going to ground into a double play. Williams at third as Rice in the third will be safe on an error. That one's thrown away. So credit an error to the shortstop. As Savage will be out. So Brewers score 1 on that error that should have ended the game. Or that ended the game, ended the frame. We go to the top of the fifth. Alpha Nerd looked inside. Looked to be a ball. Must be out number 1. Ooh, knuckle curve. One of the hardest pitches to hit in all of baseball. Has the unpredictability of a knuckleball and the break of a curve. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. Thank you for rating Angered Unicorn. You are in time to catch the middle innings of our third of 4 stream games. As that's going to be out on swinging at a slider for Steelflex. Dazen got a 1 for 2 for today. So he's going to draw a walk on a high pitch. Steele second with ease. And a line out there. A bit of an unlucky hit. Did everything right. Just came away with nothing. Go to top of the 6th now. Holden Jam. He's going to smack one, but it's going to be an easy catch. Revan Shan. Going to be another K for them. Lou Williams hit a 2-run home run earlier to kick off the 4th inning, but will be out. Number 3. Chicken Nudes comes in to pitch here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and he's going to immediately give up a walk to Williams. As Mills is up next. Should be out, but Williams at second base. Lou is going to draw a walk. Ball 4, second walk, and it's half inning for Nudes. That one's going to be hit hard, deep, gone! As they are now within 1. For a 31st home run this spring for Rysand, as Shohei Ohtani will come in to pitch in relief as he will get the second out. And a bit of an unlucky break there for Boucher, as that's going to be out. Number 3. So a 3-run blast will make it a 1-run game as Serpo flies into second with a double. Gabriel Catch Cutter has a really good arm, really good at getting players out. Trying to steal, will strike out. Biff Slamus, right fielder coming in, has to run quite a bit, but makes the catch. And Alpha Nerd, only 1 hit this game, is going to be your final out. 7th inning stretch we go. That's going to be a lead-off hit for Steelflex. There's that first and second now. We'll whoop that single for Guile. Laskin Bullworm. And 3 trips to play has gotten a double. Goes down looking. 20K is the sprinting for Ohtani. As that's going to be your final out. So Detroit can get, or New Orleans gets 2 men on to go to the Detroit half. Ruiz will line out one away. It's gonna be a strikeout there for Dollarson. And that will retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for Detroit. New Orleans down their final 4 outs to work with here. He tries to check up. Did he go? He did not as the first base umpire. Tying runs aboard. And that time in scoring position. But Savage will strike up. Boucher hits one down the line. That's fair. 6-6. We are tied here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That's going to be a walk to Steel Flex. And the damage is done as they get that third out, as it's now tied at 6 apiece. Detroit needs to do something as in this tied ball game. That's not going to do it. That's going to be a ground out for Shan. Lou Williams hits one. Left fielder going in. Caught. Serpo will draw a walk off Phil Tapaldi. That's going to be second on a wild pitch. Goes down looking. New Orleans has the opportunity to walk it off here. If not, we are getting free baseball this spring. As Belfort will come in for Detroit. As that's going to be a single. The leadoff single here as the winning run is at first. That's going to be a single. Winning run is at third. With nobody out. That's going to be hit hard deep. Runner tags up from third. And New Orleans is going to walk it off in the 9th inning. 7-6. Alright, let's go around the league now. Surge are going to beat the Crabs 4-3 in a close one. Solo shot from Mio, looks like. Vandals are going to win this one in extras 9-6 over the Aviators. Slots are going to win 9-7. Park will have a loss, as the Raptors will beat the Pathfinders 3-2 in 11 innings. 5-1 victory for the Space Rangers. Toros are going to beat the Sea Serpents 14-2. Oof. Ouch. Poor Seattle, man. They have not had a good couple seasons. Death Valley Scorpions will win 4-1 over the Nashville Stars. Down to the Miners. State College is going to drop this one to Bears 4-2. Hepcats will win 10-4 against the Kingpins. Lemurs 5-0 shutout win. Domingos 10-4 slugfest victory as Sabor gets their first home run this spring training, seen from McLeod. The Dills are going 6-1 against the Botranas with Goldberg getting a home run. Go to the next day. Our last dream game is going to be a minor league game, as it's gonna this one is gonna be Kansas City Hepcats at the Puerto Rico Lanas. Not mean to go there. Did not mean to go to that. So we have Stuart Hooker leading us off here on for the Hepcats starting pitching, as the Hepcats are dominant, as they are leading leading everywhere but one. That one's a tie. So with that, let's begin this final extreme game of this spring training. As Yoj will lead us off against Hoy Forest. That's going to be a base hit up the middle for center fielder. Such good percentage of hits up the middle. It's very hard to get to anything hit with that kind of exit velocity. As Gnome Child will line out. 4 will go back to second. And you steal third as that one gets away. As that misjudged throw will bring home a run. This is going to be out number 2. Big Boom Justice. It's going to be the final out. Big Boom was the first overall pick by the Hepcats a couple of seasons ago. And Hooker will walk Breaker. Cunningham. The Scoops will be safe with single runners at first and third. Still nobody out. Votto Joey. Double play, but run does come across the score. And deep as the fielder will phase through the wall. But that's going to be a home run for Puerto Rico. Hitchcock will be your final out of this inning. Warwick comes up, ground out there. Quake hitting 445 OBS, but under the Mendoza line for the batting average 171 will be a victim of the circle change. And the Hepcats go down in order. Still 2-1 Ranas. So, we'll ground out there. Lumosity Frog. It's going to be out on a sinker. Some good breaking action on that one. Just drops out of the zone. Jeremiah Bullfrog, the third baseman, was safe on a double. And a high pop-up here will be the final out this second inning. Top of the third we go. Johnson will go down swinging on a bad pitch outside the zone. John Taton, the second baseman, swing right through it. Hoy 4 hit a double earlier and then came around to score on an error. Will be out number 3. Sim Breaker drew a walk earlier and then came around to score. Will be out number 1. Cunningham will hit one into left field. Votto Joey tied the game on an RBI ground out last time. That's going to be runners at the corners with only one away for Daddy Blaney. As that's going to be your an RBI. 3-1. First one this inning, as that's going to be hard, but God, runner tags up in second, goes to third, safe. And that'll be it for this inning. So runners get one on a RBI. Top of the fourth inning with Gnome Child leading us off. That's going to be out. Ford Lincoln Mercury. It's going to be 5 Ks for Yoj. The former first round pick, AJ Justice. It's going to be out. Bottom of the fourth inning. As Hooker will wind up, deliver the pitch, and that's going to be a fly out. Second K for Hooker this game. Backstop, the catcher, is the final out of the fourth inning. We go to the fifth with Warwick. That's gonna be a leadoff single. Tying run at the plate. As they say he went, that's gonna be strike 3. a walk and a strikeout there for Johnson. Taton draws a walk. Bases are loaded. That's going to be out number 3. So load the bases, but no score. Still 3-1. As Kanye West will come in here in the 5th inning, trying to keep the score right where it's at. Breaker gets on, as West will give up the long ball. Cunningham first home run this season. Whoops. Wrong thing. As Votto will be out on the ground. Out. Gnome Child on base with a single. Puerto Rico hoping to add some insurance runs here. So to get 1 but not 2, and that's going to be it for the home half of the 5th. 5-1 Ranas as they score 2. OBG coming in, out number 1. High pop-up on the infield. Bullfrog with the catch. And that's going to be out number 3. The Hepcats running out of time here. Let's go to bottom of the 6th inning. Cologne pitching for the Hepcats. Weak contact results in a ground out. Solid contact, but no dice. Go to the top of the 7th now. Punish Vandals coming in to pitch for the Ranas. He's gonna ground 1 and fan 1. Sinker with nice breaking action to it. That's gonna be a fly out and go to the home half of the 7th inning stretch. Breaker with third pitcher covering the bag. 1 away. That's going to be out. And a 1-2-3 inning for Ranas as they still lead at 5-1 going to the 8th. Hit hard, deep, but caught at the track. Oh, the third shortstop is going to bobble it for an error. That's going to be an E6. As Kills will advance second on that walk. World Eater will be out number 2. That one's hit, but caught. For the 3rd out, bottom of the 8th we go. Puerto Rico hoping to add some insurance runs before they get to take on for Kansas City takes the field. And a painless inning here. Kansas City down to the final 3 outs. Need to score 4 runs somehow, as that's not going to do it. That's a high pop-up. That's going to be... So, that's going to be a drop third strike. Runner is safe at first. 2 away. Skoden is going to hit in a double. 2 away. 2 on. And that's going to do it here in the 9th inning as the Butt Runners will beat the Hepcats 5-1. Alright, let's shift for some minor league games. The Kingpins will win 9-4 against the Wheelers. Hepcats are going to win 8-3 against the Firehawks. Bingos win against the Lemurs 9-1, and Dillos win against the Bears 7-3. Going up to the majors next, as the Surge will beat the Raptors 7-6. 4-1 win for the Aviators over the Voyagers. We know Lido will take the loss in a 9-2 ball game. Sloths will beat the Crabs 9-3. Stars winners in a 5-1 game against the Cancun Toros. Nola will slug their way to a victory, 20-2. And we saw this last season as well, where New Orleans had a 20-2 game. And I think it was Schlossberg on the mound for that one as well. The Apex will win 7-5 against the Scorpions, and the Demons will win 4-0 shutout against the Sea Serpents. I want to check that run differential though. The only innings where New Orleans didn't score were the second and the fifth inning. Holy cow. All of these doubles right here. Holy crap, that's a lot of doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players hitting doubles. And that'll do it for this spring training sim, as I'm going to save it real quick and then upload the file. Make sure everything looks good. Okay. Alright, we're gonna hit execute. And now is the time for hashtag Ask the Booth. So if there's any questions you want to know and have for me, please feel free to ask them. Now's your chance to ask the booth. No questions for the booth? None at all? flying WV, all you gotta do is you just gotta tune in to my channel when I stream it, and then post in the community events check-in in the main Discord, and then after the stream, I will pay out that 1 million to each person that watches the stream and checks in, and that will be right after this. I just need to grab some food real quick, because I haven't eaten yet today, and then we will begin Bioshock. I don't know if I'll finish it this stream, but might be able to get pretty dang close to finishing it. Any other hashtag ask the booths for me? Alright, that is that. I will get working on updating the index. So give me just a moment. And I will get that uploaded. But in the meantime, thank you everyone for watching this spring training sim. On Tuesday for opening day baseball, you will have, let me just pull it up real quick. Opening day, you will have Hummus God and Knifey Man at 5 p.m. For week 1, you'll be with Don Marcus. Day 2. Day 3 is with T-Dent and Bazooka underscore Joe. And day 4 is going to be with Moosey. So that is going to be your week 1 streamers. I will catch you guys in the next stream that I host, or if you're gonna be heading to the Bioshock live stream that I will be doing, that will be in about probably about 10 or so minutes. I just need to get something to eat real quick. See you guys then.